Hello, everyone, and welcome to a action-packed episode of Birds of Play, episode
I don't appreciate your tone.
12. We are post-Obama. We are post-Halloween. We are post-Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
That's the worst one.
That's the bad part.
To introduce the show, because we got a new face on the show. I'm John Styler McCrone, joined by
Jarris George
and
Pierce Turner.
special guest
J. Paul.
Jay Paul. We
J-Paul.
would have Logan on right now.
now.
He's too busy streaming a terrible garbage pile.
Hey, he's not completely trash though. I will.
He's not completely trash. He got some skills.
Is he Spider-Man?
He's not trash, but the game's trash.
Oh.
I just had to let that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Are we
we're
just
starting off
off
strong.
that?
We're starting off strong with Call of Duty.
Starting
How
off,
bad
man.
do we think it is?
All right, wait, no. Before we even go into that, so I brought up YOLO mode earlier, and nobody knew what I was.
A thing that does not exist.
A thing that
YOLO
does not
mode?
exist. Okay. So I was reading, and Logan's gonna confirm with me later. So apparently, if you beat the game mode on the hardest mode, I think it's veteran or whatever, they have a hardcore mode after that. So basically, with the hardcore mode, you go through and you play the game like normal, but you get shot, you die, you have to restart. It's not like you got the health regen or anything like that. Then apparently, if you beat that, you get into what's called YOLO mode. So YOLO mode, from what I'm reading, I am so not making this up. I promise
You're on
you.
RussianGamer.net.
I promise
making
you
this
know
up.
what? It may
You found
have
it on the
been-
subreddit, man.
I'm not saying Russia. Game plays you. But anyways, so apparently in YOLO mode, what happens is you don't do health regens, anything like that. Also, if you get shot in the leg, your movement speed goes down. You get shot in the arm, your aiming gets impaired. It's supposed to be like real life. You get messed up.
Fallout
it's
3,
gonna
the
hurt.
video game.
Do you get attacked by Drake?
Yeah, I don't know. But,
Oh, the song.
Yeah, that's
all
the
right.
origins of YOLO.
Is there like permadeath or anything?
It's supposed to be permadeath.
Supposed to be permadeath.
I don't know. Like I said, Logan's gonna confirm
makes
this
sense.
with
You
me
only live
after.
You only live once,
But,
permadeath.
oh my gosh, I'm so done with you. But that's supposed to be
I
a
get
thing.
it
So if this is real, because I know the game just dropped, and
Yeah.
Logan's the only one that's really been able to get his hands on it.
He's the only
and
person in the
everything.
world that's playing the game right now.
Possibly.
These are all bots.
Look at that,
Yeah.
though.
That's why he's doing so good.
These are all bots.
If this is real, though, what do you guys think about the idea of
That
the
actually
YOLO
sounds like a good thing. Like that sounds like an interesting mode that I would play.
Yeah, it's like the one in Doom, Ultra Nightmare. It's like, why not?
Yeah.
mode? That's what they were
Yeah.
talking about. Where apparently only one person beat it, but it was like 2 days after, and I was like, wow, that's ridiculous.
I feel like just the lore of this creates a challenge that everyone's gonna want to do. I mean,
Exactly.
it's probably impossible. I mean, it's Call of Duty.
It's Call of Duty.
Yeah, who's gonna beat that game like that? So.
I'm just saying, like
Leg impaired movement, arm impaired aiming. That sounds good. That sounds
you
like
die,
a good
if
concept.
you die, you have to go all the way back.
So wait, what do you mean?
Not
So,
your
like-
What do you mean back to the
checkpoint,
first, like the start of the
I
mission
don't
or
know.
whole game?
It didn't look very clear. And what I'm gonna have to do, like I said, I'm gonna pull up the article and I'm gonna talk to Logan
Hardcore
about it.
research.
Do you mean
But
this is the only
it's-
mode where if you get shot in the leg, you limp? Or is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like in regular Call of Duty, I
You get-
assume
you get shot in the leg, you just-
you still sprint, you robo punch the guy.
Yeah, you get jelly on your screen, you're
in
good
this
to go.
mode, you get shot in the leg and you're in like triage for 3 months. You go home for a couple days, you see your wife, you see your
benefits.
kids, yeah. And then you go back. And
As long as you don't die, you can go back.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just-
I'm
It's
all
the
about
whole
it.
experience.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
hard to
think-
take something like that seriously when you are actually robot Spider-Man jumping through the wilderness.
Well, that's the thing. Can you play as a robot in campaign?
I don't know.
Because if you can play in robot in
I'm
campaign,
pretty sure in campaign there may be a mission or two you can, but
I see.
obviously you're gonna be playing as whoever the main person is.
Johnny Call of Duty.
Yeah, but
Johnny Duty.
I just
want
don't see
Patrick
how that
Swayze
fits.
being a
I
robot.
don't see how that fits in with the game movement. It's so
It's very
fat
strange.
though. Like,
And it seems like an extreme hardcore mode that is not present in any
But
Call of Duty.
that's a campaign thing, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's to give people the opportunity who say Call of Duty campaigns are always really short, they're always too easy. They don't offer all these challenges or whatever. They say, oh, they have a pretty in-depth story, but when you just fly through it, it means nothing.
Yeah.
Now you have a story
Now you have
that
YOLO
makes you feel like, okay, I got shot in the leg. Now I have to struggle to get to a certain point, because
I heard
Just
this
the leg
game
blown off.
also has zombie clowns.
Zombie Clowns?
Is that
Can you-
confirmed?
Can we confirm?
I'm pretty
Does
sure
anybody
that's not
know that?
confirmed.
Somebody told me offset just a few minutes ago that the zombie mode includes clowns this time around.
Did you tell yourself this? Were you talking to your
Were
man
you-
in the
were-
mirror?
Yeah, no,
Were
I
you
was
on the
actually
Russian
talking.
gaming
I was,
site with me?
I was starting with the man in the mirror.
I see.
Okay. All or
Well,
anything
maybe that's true or not, but either way, this is a ridiculous Call of Duty game.
I want to say, like, I know we're going because you brought up the YOLO mode.
I just
Are there like health packs and crap, or is it just
no.
you regen your?
I'm pretty sure what they're
going
gonna do. It's gonna be kind of like if you think of Halo when you were on the legendary and everything. Unless you make it all the way to that, not the save points, but the actual end of that chapter.
Right. Then you
probably
get your
have to
legs
start
back.
it all the way over. Which I think it'd be nice to have or whatnot, something different. I mean, I'm interested to see what Logan says about it because we already know what he gave the game.
10 out of 10.
He gave Call of Duty 4 remastered.
Oh, remastered 10 out of 10. That
This
is
is
true.
not going to
That
get a
is
10 out
true.
of 10 by any means.
Yeah.
You don't know
Well,
that.
we'll see what he says. I mean, we had
I
that
wouldn't
whole
rule
debate
anything out
about the
with him.
remastered.
But speaking of games that just came out, as I said, action-packed news. So we're about what is this, like a couple weeks into? Is this quarter 4 at the point? Is this quarter?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's still quarter 4.
Yeah, you got Christmas. next
We're getting into now the holiday gaming season.
Probably.
We already had
Friday.
a bunch of new releases. We got Civ 6, we got Battlefield, we got probably some PS Vita games I don't care about, probably some DS games I don't care about. My Summer Car,
Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Pokemon Sun and Moon. They're all coming out. I just figured, we take a few minutes to just talk about, because we've all played at least like a handful of these games, not
Collectively, I'm sure we'll
Well, I
play.
mean,
collectively
yeah.
played a lot of these games.
So, in a few episodes, we're going to be talking about our games of the year. And
Get ready for that, by the way.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything,
End of the year episode.
but it's going to be the greatest thing you've ever watched in your entire life. So make sure you.
Hideo Kojima on set.
Yeah, he's going to walk out.
24-hour live stream.
Yep.
Is that confirmed? Are we
No.
doing that?
It's
Okay.
well, we're working on it.
Okay,
And
cool.
so, before that happens, there's a few more games coming out the rest of the year.
Right.
We're going to talk about now whether or not we think those games will
Right.
actually be added to this
It's
list.
going to be a little,
Make it.
little
It's gonna be a tight list.
Let's go over the games real quick. We got Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon.
Yep.
We got Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy
Oh
15.
my gosh.
We got
Jesus.
Last Guardian.
Last Guardian.
Oh.
And
Is there another? Did Dishonored 2 already come out?
the what?
Dishonored 2? That's already
No.
out, right?
No, that's
Uh,
November.
that's
That's
it?
November. And we got Watch Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs
Watch
2.
Dogs
About-
2.
Are
That's
those
right.
both this year?
Yeah, that's
Watch Dogs 2 is
and
next
we
week.
got Dead Rising 4 for the Xbox.
Christmas Day?
Good point.
Christmas Day.
Just,
Yeah.
we got a lot
Yeah.
of games that are really going to be.
So,
coming
do we
out here
think
soon.
these games will actually compete with the games we've already played for
Well,
Game of
that's
the
what I
Year?
wanted to ask. In quarter 4, the holiday season, this is when, the big slew of games come out. The AAA titles that, for the first half, the ones that we've already come out and have already played, I was already excited for. This next half, I'm not too excited for. But I wanted to pose the question, do you think it's accurate to look at the games that have come out and say, okay, this is the way AAA is going to go this year? And is it a good thing for the upcoming games, or is it a bad,
So you-
seance
Like
kind of
pertaining
thing?
to the ones that are coming out for
They've
quarter 4?
already, yeah, exactly.
A lot of these games are different genres.
True.
So like how last show we were talking about, this has been the year of FPS, with everything that's been coming out. That's what this year has really been climbing up to. All the different expansions, all the different games coming out. It's really been FPS
That being
centered.
said, none of the games that are coming out we just mentioned
In
are
quarter 4
FPS.
are going to be FPS. So that's going to give them a
Exactly.
whole different window and category. So when we're looking at Game of the Year stuff at the end, or we're looking at different categories, they're going to be competing with themselves in all honesty, because a lot of them are going to be role playing. They're going to be adventure packed, that kind of stuff.
And you have games like Last Guardian and Final Fantasy that people have been waiting for.
We got 3
for
JRPGs
years.
coming out.
Yeah, which
Three big ones.
What's the
that's
third
PlayStation.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, Pokemon's a JRPG.
I
Does
wouldn't
that
count. I wouldn't count.
I don't know
Pokemon.
about
It's a
that.
Japanese RPG.
Yeah, but Pokemon is not Persona, and Persona is not Pokemon,
Sure.
my friend.
Oh well,
I didn't-
yeah, that's a different realm altogether.
All
but
different realm.
I would leave Pokemon out of that. But even still, it's still
Yeah.
RPG centered. We still
Japan.
have the different genres than what we've had in the beginning of the year. So our minds have been blown by the different things going on. The Overwatch and the Battlefield 1 and all that. But now we're going to be able to sit back. We're going to be able to enjoy story modes. We're going to be able to enjoy campaigns because Final Fantasy is one that I'm super excited for. Like,
Really?
you guys will not see me for Final Fantasy. This is my first Final Fantasy game that I've ever been excited for, ever.
Really?
What?
Full fledged.
Okay, we're
I
gonna
was
have to
never,
take some
I
time to
was
talk about
never,
this.
I was never the big MMO, RPG type person or anything like that. Really started diving into it, really. But boy,
This is
like
this
this
just.
action.
I've never heard of
RPG
somebody
stuff.
being excited exclusively for this Final Fantasy. Like, what about this
Yeah.
makes you? So
I don't
Where's your-
know.
Where's
This
your
thing
weeaboo
looks-
level?
This
Is it like?
this thing looks.
Is it an
No,
8
just
yet?
but how it looks. Like when people played
That VR demo.
10-2, and when people played what was the other big Final Fantasy that came out recently? Realm Reborn, that kind of stuff.
I have no
Those
confirmation for it.
those Final Fantasies that people have played, they've been excited because it's built upon things that they've already liked. It's built upon the MMO aspect, things that they've already been delved into.
Did you say 10-2?
Is it Lightning? Is it 10-2? Lightning Returns?
No, that's 13.
It's 13.
3.
What?
Yeah, that's the third 13. Look, Final Fantasy is a mess, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
There's
That's why
so
I
many
never
of them,
dealt with
Let's
it.
not get in this.
That's
bog.
why I never dealt with it. But then when I saw 15, I was like,
This is
all right.
different.
So have you
It's
ever never played a Final Fantasy before?
I've had friends that played it. I've watched them. I tried to do it, but I could never really get into it. And this one,
Like
I'm actually
any
like,
Final Fantasy, like
Any
even
of them.
even the early ones.
any of them. I never really did it. Like I think they're doing the 7 remake, right? And that's one I did want to try. That's
right.
one I did want to
Yeah.
kind of try.
Did you pre-order it?
But no.
No.
Don't
Do
pre-order.
you
I don't
pre-order
pre-order
it?
anything anymore.
Don't
No.
pre-order it.
That's
It's not coming out anytime soon. Don't pre-order it.
No.
That's a
It's
discussion
coming out
for a different episode.
November 20.
No, it doesn't have a date.
What?
Final Fantasy doesn't have a
What?
date?
Final Fantasy 7 does.
Oh, he's talking about 7. No, I was
oh.
talking about 15.
Yeah, 15 is
15, I was like, it's a week or
November
21st,
20
right?
something.
20
Yeah.
something.
20 something.
Yeah,
I think
whatever.
that it's
I get
probably
it
the
when it
last
drops.
AAA game in November because Watchdog comes out on the 12th.
Yeah.
It's coming out soon. I'm
Then
excited.
Dishonored comes out the week after, I believe, and then it's Final Fantasy.
And that's
So
Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
And then
and
we
then
got Last Guardian.
Last
and
Guardian's early December. Then
Dead
Dead Rising is
yeah,
on
It's
Christmas.
I think it's Christmas Day.
South
Yeah.
Park was supposed to come out on Christmas, but they delayed
that's
that
gonna
get
to
canceled.
March.
Or
That's
delayed,
good,
yeah.
but well,
Yeah.
Well, Gene, I wanted to ask you because, like, from what I know, you're kind of like an FPS sort of guy.
Yeah.
For any of these games, like we said, none of them are really like hardcore FPS games. You played Battlefield 1. You played Titanfall 2 yet?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
have
but
that
Ooh,
yet.
get my hands on this.
What games are an FPS player excited for in the remaining quarter 4 of 2016, if any?
If any, I think Battlefield was a big thing. I mean, personally, I don't care about Call of Duty. I mean, look
Who
at
does?
it. We were watching in the back. It's nothing. I mean,
You say that as a guy slewed into the
I
capture
know,
board
right?
and
Okay,
captured
that's pretty
it. That's
epic
pretty
right
cool.
there, you know? Logan
I
with
don't
his
know
sniper gameplay. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
I feel like Call of Duty has devolved to just a game that's marketed towards like 13-year-olds. So, and as someone who enjoys games, been playing games a long time, Battlefield is a mature game for me, and it offers everything that I want. It's got the historical points locked down. I mean, they actually hit those high notes. They actually, when you play multiplayer missions, they actually give you a little entrance and a little background to what's happening in some of these missions. And you could either fight as a British or Ottoman Empire, and if you win with either empire, they tell you if this empire might have won, it may have affected the war differently. And I like that. It brings the context into sort of more real than like sliding around and wall jumping in mech suits, in year 2020, whatever.
But if
Kevin
you're like,
Spacey
shot,
yelling
you're
at
Yeah,
really
no,
smart.
right? So,
Well, here's the other thing I kind of want to ask. It's just a little question. The Last Guardian, do we think it's going to come out this year?
It's coming
Who
out.
knows gonna happen?
It's coming out.
You
This
think
is it. This is finally the release date, no matter what. And you can quote me on that. And I'll say this. If it gets delayed again, I'll personally let all 3 of you and Logan beat me up on air.
Why would we?
Wait, hold on. No, I might take up on that one.
we might
No,
delay.
It's definitely coming out.
We might just delay.
The
Last
question
Guardian.
isn't whether it's going to come out. It's whether it's going to be worth
It's not.
The wait.
the wait.
It's not 100%. It's not.
Well,
Dog Boy and Bird Dog
you're probably
teaming up.
you're probably
That's going
right.
to AAA. Game.
when did they
Okay.
when did they announce that
2009.
game?
2009.
Yeah,
Wow.
and didn't they show a
Oh,
demo
wonder
last year at
that.
E3? Was
Yeah.
it last year?
They
Yeah.
showed it at I think every E3 or at least every like other E3. up
Oh
until
no,
this point.
it was gone. It was completely a no-show for
right.
years and years
That's
until
right.
it finally came back in 2015.
Well, remember the
Yeah.
Division did the same thing. It wasn't that drastic
Not
of
even
a
close
wait.
to that drastic.
Not even close
But
to
it was
drastic.
still when they were egging it on and everybody was like, oh, okay, next push back another year, whatever. Now this has
No,
been
this is-
pushed back for
And
almost
so
a
is Final
decade.
Fantasy 15.
And it's
That was
Dog
announced in
Boy
That was announced.
and
That
Bird
was,
That was
Dog.
announced in
20
2006.
Ooh,
That was supposed to be a PS3 game.
Jesus.
That was like people bought their PS3s for Final Fantasy 15. It wasn't even called Final Fantasy 15 back then.
It was Final Fantasy X3.
Final Fantasy versus 13,
Final Fantasy versus
which
Lightning.
doesn't even make sense.
No.
So both of these games have a lot to live up to with the expectations. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, and even I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal.
Oh, okay.
I think it's kind of, I don't know. I played the demo. It wasn't good.
Are you talking about Final Fantasy or?
Final Fantasy 15.
Okay, I got caught.
Last Guardian also, Shadow of the Colossus came out before it. Everybody loves Shadow of the
Well, the
Colossus.
same studio
Yeah.
made the game.
Right.
Made the same game.
So
and the problem
it has
that
a lot to live up to.
is it's an art game where you play as Bird Dog and Dog Boy. So it's gonna be a game where you go around with your Bird Dog and you solve puzzles and
We actually have no idea what the game
there's
is
like
about.
two. I mean,
I don't,
If it comes
personally.
out and it's like Bird Dog you're like a crazy like war strategist and you fly on Bird Dog and you command your troops and everything, I'll play that game.
I mean,
Don't think it's gonna be about that.
Yeah, no, that's a little outside
Shooting
the
lightning
box
bolts
there.
and everything.
what'd you guys think of the E3 demo when it came out? I mean, I didn't really take much from it. I was like, what are you
I
doing?
did.
It
I
was
looked
hard
at
to
it
take.
and was like,
It was pretty and it was interesting, but
pretty.
it's hard to say, it's hard to tell what the game is.
Yeah, exactly. And
So
it's-
we'll see.
I'm if it comes out this year, I am really. I'm not gonna say it's garbage and don't buy or anything. It's just I am very excited to see what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if it's an art game, it's an art game.
Right.
If it's a crazy mech warrior game, it's a crazy mech warrior game.
I think
I'll
that's what
play
I
it.
think that's what the key is gonna have to be.
Yeah.
We have to just take for what it is.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then
It's a mech warrior game.
it's Gundam
Bird
style.
Dog
If there's a
into
YOLO
a-
difficulty mode.
There's a YOLO difficulty mode.
But I just think if we take it for what it is, and then we look at it that way, then we should be good.
And speaking of AAA games,
Oh,
we
here
have
go.
a friend of the show, Jack, who wishes to
Got a
dispute.
triple F game.
Who wishes to dispute a long-established claim on this show. I think.
Oh, this is
So
gonna be
last
between me and
episode-
Jack.
Last
Episode we talked about Overwatch, and
We talked about
we had
Overwatch.
some, and then we had some choice words for a game called
a
Paladin.
game called Paladins. So Jack, without further ado, take it away. Give us your onus. What's up?
Okay, hey guys. So I'm giving this Paladins review on as a
Paladins
college
review.
student.
It sucks.
Okay, as a college student,
Hang on, let him go.
it doesn't suck as bad as you might think it was. I downloaded it because it was free on Steam, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I make an annual income of $0. I can't afford Overwatch or any of these
Good.
other games to play.
Positive so far.
And so far, that's like the biggest positive is that it's free. But I was actually genuinely surprised on like the characters that they have, and I know that's the one thing that people always make fun of it for. Like, yeah, you have like Victor, and he's the exact same as Soldier 76. Like,
Is
Like-
his name actually Victor?
yeah, his name.
Do they call him Dad?
No, they don't call him Dad, but he is the exact same. Like from like his like side specials are like he can sprint, and he can zoom in,
Call of Duty.
and he can
Yes.
shoot a grenade. And so it's kind of like he's like the basic character or whatever. But these other characters.
Wait.
Hold on, we got a question already.
Wait.
Let me just finish.
Okay.
Check this
Okay.
one.
Let me
Okay.
finish the character section.
All right.
before.
Finish the character
Let me
section.
finish the character
Remember,
section
hold
before
on,
we go.
hold on to him though.
He's got a
We'll
couple
go
of
back to him
ideas.
because I'm sure that there's some stuff we can agree on with some things. Because I'm
He's
not
trying
letting
so hard to
Paladin
remember his
slide
points.
with everything. Because there's a couple things that I'm like, no, you can't do that.
Hold on a minute.
So the other
Sorry,
characters, like there's this one character, she's this like almost like half sniping character, and she has a mirror, and you can like look into the mirror and like send illusions to and around. It's like really strange gameplay.
You're
and,
making
like,
this up.
These are the characters that
That actually sounds cool.
these are the characters that they don't like advertise, and I don't know why. Like they have one character. The names are really lame too. Like one of the characters' name is Bomb King. I don't know. It sounds like a Mega Man character. I don't know. It's really strange.
I'm pretty sure that's an actual monster in a Final Fantasy game.
Bomb King.
Bomb King.
The Bomb
so
King.
he makes a cameo. Final Fantasy's Bomb King makes a cameo in Paladins.
You heard it here first, folks.
And so
Everyone's been waiting for it.
they have this like attention to detail that I wasn't expecting either. Like Bomb King. It sounds so dumb. I feel like an idiot talking about this
He's
game,
like
but it's
explaining
actually
how
kind
it's
of
like,
fun.
actually, this is a pretty dumb game.
Bomb King has these like these bombs that you use.
That he's king of.
He's the
And
king
like
of
as you're
bombs.
running around with them, they have these like little animations, like these faces that like
Okay.
smile and wink at you. And when you throw them at enemies, they latch onto the enemies, and so you can latch on multiple bombs.
Okay,
And then
okay.
run away and click a like button, and it blows them all up.
Okay.
Like it's like these really cool, really strategic thinking kind of things.
Something only the king of bombs would do.
Something only the king of bombs would figure out.
Yeah.
Jack, was that all you had for the spiel? Or you got a little bit more.
That's all I have for the
You ready for
characters.
questions?
Can we hear
You got the
it?
character. Hold on. So
Okay.
let's break it up. We'll
I
do
have a-
characters
I have
first.
Let's
kind of a
break
base
it down.
question.
I got a question.
I have a base question. The game modes. Are they? Have you seen Overwatch game modes?
Oh, I've played Overwatch. I played it at my
Okay.
brother's. Yeah.
How are the game modes different from Overwatch, if at all?
Okay.
That's my first question.
This is probably the biggest issue with the game.
Oh no.
Is that the game modes are the exact same and they're worse. so like you have this thing where you start off and you start in your little base, which is like a really crappy Dollar General version of all the Overwatch bases.
Right.
You're not selling it very well.
Yeah.
And you like it does like a countdown and you wait and then suddenly like 5 seconds before you leave you are on a horse. So all the characters have horses.
Oh, you mount.
So you can get to the control point like in like 2 seconds. So that whole level of strategy of
Okay.
like taking time, like some characters being faster and stuff, just
Getting the
isn't-
best horse.
like is
Finding
eliminated.
a good feed. getting a good stable.
Right, and so you get
All major aspects of the game.
you get a horse and you go there and then you capture the point, and then whoever gets the point pushes a payload.
Okay.
And so it's like very similar to Team Fortress and Overwatch in that respect.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the worst part is that like it takes like maybe a minute to get the payload to the point. Like it's so like if like the map is like here, you just kind of like go around the corner and the payload is done and that's the end of the game.
Interesting.
Can you tell us more about the actual individual characters? Because one of them's name is Victor. I want to see what the other names are.
Yeah, hold on. So for the characters, let's piggyback off of that.
Right.
So you said the guy that reminds you of Soldier 76, like his special or whatever, is it like exactly the same? Like is it like
Also, how like close does he look in appearance, if at all? to
If they don't look the
76?
same, like Victor looks like a freaking
Soldier Man.
World War II soldier. He doesn't look like a futuristic Soldier 76.
Okay.
And his special
Right there.
his special is different. It's not like an automatic lock on, which I was afraid of. It's actually you lock on to different enemies and it sends in an airstrike on those individual enemies.
Okay. Some credit.
So
credit
there are some aspects of
Points.
the game that are like really cool and like work really well. And there have been some moments that I thought was really cool, like this the one character, I forget his name, but he's almost the exact same as the builder character in Overwatch, who the dwarf guy, what's his name?
Torbjorn.
Yeah.
Victor.
Yeah.
So like he had some really cool moments. Like there was one moment where I was like, I don't know, jumping
Bob the
off a
Builder.
building and
The
he just
Baron
like
Builder.
shot me out of the sky and he has a shield. They mix a lot of the characters too. So not a lot of the characters are exactly complete ripoffs. Like the shield character, his name's Fernando.
You're literally making these names
like
up. I can't believe. No,
I'm not making these names up.
I like
What-
Fernando way more than I like.
Fernando.
I like Fernando.
these aren't
Anyway.
memorable names. These are names that of the people who made the
Who
game.
made the game? Okay, so I was
You're
like,
like,
Right, they just
Fernando?
based it off of the characters. So Fernando has like a flamethrower, but he also has a shield. So I don't really know what to tell you about that.
Fernando.
It's a really weird game. It's a
He just
very
got back
strange
from the
experience.
barbecue and he's ready to
So
burn.
it's a free-to-play game, right?
free to play.
It's free to play, and the
Points.
best
Better
parts
be.
about it are it's free to play. The load times are insanely quick. Like I can get
That's
in a
good.
match instantly.
Points.
Overwatch
that's
always
good.
takes a little while.
it takes like
It takes a
2
good
minutes.
a
like,
little
but with this, I've always been able just to jump in immediately.
That's good. Points.
The loot box system is similar to Overwatch, where like when you level up, you get a loot box where you can like buy them.
Okay.
But when you get a loot box, instead of getting skins and other random stuff, you get stuff that helps your character. So there's like a almost RPG element to it.
Oh.
So when you get your character, like sometimes like for Victor, let's say, you can get like a 20% faster load time.
Okay.
Or for this, for some of the healing characters, they can like their healing radius increases by a certain amount.
Is that like a one-time use thing, or is that over?
No, you can make it and customize your deck to attach to your character.
Oh, okay.
So I was
that-
really surprised by that because there's like a level of depth that Overwatch doesn't have. Where like Overwatch,
Right.
if you play as Tracer, everyone is the same,
It's
and that
the
makes
same
it,
exact trace.
it makes it more competitive.
Okay. Okay.
But this adds like a level of kind of like depth that you don't see in other games.
Well, see, I didn't know about that, the loot system and
That's
everything
actually
like
cool.
that, which is cool, but then also brings up
Like the
another
YOLO
question. Is this a free to play or is this a pay to win?
Yeah, and
Jack?
that's exactly what I was thinking. Do you
Right.
ever hit a paywall where you notice that players who do play money have an advantage because they have the best weapons, the best skins, the best armor and stuff like that?
20% reload.
And
That's
that's
pretty
pretty good.
significant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I want my Victor going
pretty
reload
big.
fast.
Yeah.
So I say that like so far I've made it to level 5, which is like right when you start to get into the more competitive area.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm just good at the game or if I've played more other games than these people that are playing, but like
Right.
usually like my elimination to death ratio is like 45 to 3 deaths. So like
Jesus,
I
you're a god.
get it's in some of the beginning matches
pro
once you get
Overwatch.
past like the bot training round, I was getting upwards of like 70 eliminations. I was not dying. I was getting
You should be getting paid for this, man.
I need you to come play with me. Like,
and like I'm
need to
pretty
get
good
you
at
on our
Overwatch.
tutorial
Like I consider myself good. I usually like I get play the game often and stuff like that. But Paladins like is so easy in comparison, and the
Okay.
gameplay is very tight too. Like it's not poorly made. That's
Okay.
another thing I was surprised at. The environments look very pretty, and the character designs and how they move around and how they play are
their
all
names.
very
Names.
tight and very different.
Okay. Okay.
Which like brings me to my last point is that everyone kind of compares this as like a weird like
low budget.
yeah, low budget Dollar General Overwatch.
I was thinking Dollar Tree, but yeah.
Right. It's like if you asked your mom to get you Overwatch for your birthday, and she walked in, got confused, and got Paladin because it's like so similar.
She sees Victor on the front.
Or
That's
she
Right.
doesn't
But like the whole point of it is that
Fernando.
like Paladins was announced before Overwatch, and I don't know which one was in development first, or maybe what information was circulated. And I'm not defending it because it's really not as polished as Overwatch. There's not as much money put into it.
Of course.
But it is the market. So like
Right.
Hi-Rez Studios has Smite, and then they have Paladins, and Blizzard has Heroes of the Storm, and they have Overwatch, and Valve has Team Fortress 2 and Dota 2. And so it's this thing of like, if you really don't have one of these FPSs, you're really not kind of competing in the market now.
Okay.
And I don't know if League of Legends, if their company's going to make one as well, because
Doubt
they're
it.
doing so well competitively. I hope they don't, because
I
I really
hope they don't.
don't like League of Legends.
Boo.
But it's one of those things, like if we keep saying that like this is a ripoff of this, or like Call of Duty is a ripoff of other things, then technically all these FPS shooters are a ripoff of like Wolfenstein or Doom.
Yeah.
Because like it's just taking it and doing something, and like Victor is kind of like the staple Call of Duty character. So like Overwatch has it because they need to introduce players to the game.
Of course.
And it's just one of those things that like, yeah, it's kind of like annoyingly similar in some aspects. But overall, it's like free to play, and if you don't want to spend $40 and play a game that's like Overwatch,
Do you main as Victor or Fernando or Craig or
Okay.
Barry?
yeah,
Or
Greg
Jeff.
is just
Bob
a normal
Dylan.
guy. He works in an office. He's a suit and tie. He's not even really a
Yeah.
character.
He comes and punches his numbers, goes home.
When I play, I'm gonna want to play as Jeff. Yeah, that's fine.
I've started playing as Bomb King just because he's really interesting.
How can you not, honestly?
Right, with
It
that- with
sounds
a
like
name like
Junkrat. That's just cancer.
Right,
Yeah.
with a name like that. How can you not? But
How can you not play as Bomb King?
I like playing as the Groot character. He's a tree that throws axes.
That's pretty cool.
Wait, he is a tree?
He's a tree. He looks like Groot, and he throws axes like this.
What's his name?
His name is
You don't chop me,
oh,
I
I
chop
forget
you.
it. All their names are really forgettable.
Yeah, I can
They're
tell.
really like none of them you'll remember.
It's probably like
Wow,
Tree Lord.
wow,
or,
wow.
If you don't have money, I'd give Paladins like a 7 or 8 out of 10. But if
Okay.
you have $40 to spend,
Pretty good.
Buy
I'd give it
Overwatch?
like buy Overwatch 4 out of
But
10 Paladins.
I want to bring this back. Your overall point was it doesn't matter what we play as gamers as long as we come together and join together in peaceful.
I don't know if I
What?
said
I
that.
don't
Nobody said anything about
You
that.
didn't say that?
No,
Read your own
pretty much
spin,
what I
John.
said was no,
I don't know
don't.
where I was for that bit.
But yeah, I have other crappy games that I play all the time because I can't really afford anything. Like Dirty
You wanna plug
Bomb.
your Twitter?
You guys ever heard of that?
What?
What'd you say?
What?
Dirty Bomb.
I've heard of Dirty
No.
Bomb.
It's not bad.
I've
It's a
heard
pretty
Dirty Bomb.
good like British shooter. Oh, Brandon's giving me the no. Don't talk about it.
Dirty Bomb is a maybe.
Kind of not
Kind
great.
of okay.
Yeah, it's really
Well-
like CS:GO meets Call of Duty, and it's
Thank you so much, Jack, for your insightfulness. Do you guys have any more questions?
I have
I
nothing
have
to
so
say
many
about that.
questions, honestly.
Well,
I've
but
learned
we'll
all I
leave it
want to know.
alone.
We're near the end of the show. I just wanted to take a minute to say
Logan
that
just died.
Logan just died, so he sucks.
I called it.
I wanted
Bro.
to give some. I want to put some onus on the Birds of Play
Yeah, that's the second time you used this word.
listeners. I like the word onus because it sounds.
How do you
has-
spell onus?
Sounds fancy.
ONEAOUSZXY2 is how you spell onus.
You just spelled Victor.
But anyway, we have an idea for a new segment on the show. We want to start answering some questions.
Yeah.
You know,
Because we know you have questions.
we know you have questions.
And they're
Is Last
probably dumb
Guardian
questions.
gonna suck? Is Dead Rising 4 just Dead Rising 2 with a reskin?
Will Logan ever admit that Call of Duty is trash?
Is Pierce really Spider-Man? These are the questions
No,
that
we already answered
if
that.
you ask, we will answer. Either, I guess we probably should set up a system for this, but
Dang.
either in the comments, type your question, or you know what, send to my personal work email, tech@unspinnaker.com. Send them in, send all your spam.
That's TECH, the @ symbol, unfspinnaker.com.
unfspinnaker.com. This has been
Hashtag questions
hashtag questions. Put it. That's in the email subject line, or I will not read it.
Yeah.
at all.
This has been Birds of Play, episode 12. I'm John Tyler McCrone.
Jarris George.
Piers Turner.
And I'm Jay Paul.
Thank you so much, Jay, by the way, for being here. Logan couldn't be here for stupid reasons.
I know.
Woo!
This
Yeah.
has
Playing a
been.
game right now.
He's playing a
Yeah,
great game.
oh my gosh, he is so focused. Look at his face.
I wonder how many kills he has.
If you guys can't see it, maybe you can.
You can't see his face.
He has red gamer sunglasses on right now.
Oh my gosh.
So he's a loser.
I
Oh
will
my
plug
God,
his, I
he's
will plug
actually
his
wearing
Twitch, but I don't
gamer
want to
He's
do
wearing
that to
gamer
you.
sunglasses.
Does he
Birds
have
of
a 3D
Play,
TV?
episode 12, signing off. Goodbye,
Later, guys.
everyone. Mellow episode. Let's roll those credits.
Roll in the credits. Here we go. They're
1, 2,
coming.
3,
It goes
4,
Pierce Turner, then
credits.
it goes
Jack,
Jarris
get on
George.
camera. Let's do a little jig
wait,
for us.
wait.
Do a little dance for the credits.
Dance, Jack. Dance.
It's the credits dance. It's the credits dance.
Hit.